the Gungeon is a pretty cool game. If you're someone who's looking for a new challenge in this game, speedrunning is the perfect place to turn. The community is great, and the gameplay experience of speedrunning is entirely different from that of normally going through the game. To put it simply, it's refreshing and fun. A few weeks ago, I made a guide on speedrunning basics to Enter the Gungeon. You might have seen it if you were looking through the Enter the Gungeon Reddit. My goal is to convince you to try Enter the Gungeon speedrunning out, and if you saw the first video and weren't interested, I'd like to take another shot at trying to convince you to give it a go. In this video, I'm going to talk about some advanced strategies for Enter the Gungeon. We'll talk about how Gungeon speedrunning is different from just playing the game normally, which characters to use, and what items you might want to look out for when progressing through your runs. Give me a chance, and give Enter the Gungeon speedrunning a chance for me, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Real quick though, I just want to say please consider subscribing. Some fraction of you aren't subscribed. I didn't give enough of it to check what fraction that was, nor did I think you'd care, so just consider subscribing to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers before May of 2022. Thank you very much. Now, back to the video. The key difference between speedrunning Gungeon and simply playing through it is that luck plays a much bigger part in the process. Some bosses are much easier to kill than others, some chests will have better items than others, and some chamber layouts will take longer to navigate than others. If you play Gungeon, then you already know this. The point is that you're going to have to reset very frequently to reroll for better bosses, items, and chamber layouts. The game is very luck-based, but it's because of this that sticking with the game and trying over and over again is so much more rewarding. If you're patient, you'll get a run that feels like pure bliss to play through. Even if RNG isn't your thing though, there's still plenty of controllable factors to speedrunning this game, and skills play a major part in being able to improve runs. Having doubts? Well, let's move on to our next segment. Before you even begin your first run, you have to make a very daunting decision. Which character do you use while playing? The community has plenty of differing opinions on this, but the common consensus is that the Bullet, the Gunslinger, and the Paradox are the three best characters to play with. The Bullet is my personal favorite, and out of the three core speedrunning characters, this one is the least reliant on luck. The Bullet is a character armed with the almighty Blasphemy, which shoots a powerful magic sword when swiped and can deflect enemy fire. Because of this, the Bullet can be much more aggressive with its attacks and clear rooms much quicker than the other characters. Blasphemy also has the ability to propel the Bullet forward a little bit when swung, meaning overall movement speed is increased as a result. The key to running a Bullet run is figuring out the pace at which to swipe the sword. As soon as the swipe finishes, you must immediately swipe again to keep the quickest forward momentum possible. Once you get that down, you just gotta play quickly, though some caution is still required, as if you take any damage, you'll lose the magic sword that Blasphemy shoots out, which can cause major time loss. Moving on, the Paradox, unlike the Bullet, is extremely reliant on RNG. For those who don't know, the Paradox starts with a random starter weapon, a random non-starter weapon, and a random passive item. Naturally, this would mean that dozens of runs would end before they even begin. Ideally, you'd want Blasphemy as your starter weapon, an S-tier non-starter weapon, and an S-tier passive item, though we'll go into some good items to look out for later in the video. Overall though, if you have a good non-starter weapon, it doesn't really matter what your starter weapon is. Blasphemy is good, but most of the best Paradox runs don't even have Blasphemy. To summarize, just reset over and over again with Paradox until you get the weapons you need to push through the Gungeon with ease. The Gunslinger is a very interesting character. World record holder HoloGun told me in the Enter the Gungeon Discord server that the Gunslinger is actually the best character to speedrun with, and until I did some research, I had no idea why. See, the Gunslinger's passive item is called Lich's Eye Bullets, and it has the ability to grant every gun its synergies with other items and guns. Meaning, if you pick up Gun A and it usually has a combo with Gun B, Gun A will act as if it has its synergy with Gun B, even if you don't have Gun B. Why is this so good? Well, I think you can catch my drift. All the weapons you pick up are just that much better, meaning as soon as you get your first weapon, you are already moving much faster. Playing with the gunslinger is pretty simple. Just pick up good guns and go fast. Okay, lightning round. Let's go through some items you may or may not want to look for when running through the gungeon. These are obviously going to be speedrun specific rather than just what items are generally good. There are already tons of people who have made tier lists and such on the subject. Angel Wings and Jetpack are alright. They both grant flight, which not only allows you to move across trap rooms quicker, but will also allow you to be more aggressive with your attacks, as you won't have to worry about fire nor poison. The Teleporter prototype is a great one, as it can take you to the boss room almost immediately if you're lucky. Escape Room is similar, but will always take you to the shop. The shop is usually closer to the boss room than the elevator room, meaning using escape rope can save major time. Grappling hook can be used to pull yourself across entire rooms in a split second, and also can be used to steal items in a pinch. Both the map and the sense of direction items are good, though while the map will only show you the path to the boss chamber on a single floor, the sense of direction will show you the way on every floor, which makes it much more useful of an item. There are plenty of other items that can make your runs quicker, though most of them are just used for killing enemies faster. These were just some basic tips and advice for speedrunning Enter the Gungeon. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comment section down below. Alternatively, you could also join the Enter the Gungeon Speedrunning Discord. The community is very helpful and loves to see new players join the community. Other than that though, be sure to subscribe for more speedrunning content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching!